It is finally here, the first official week of summer, and to celebrate on this week's Explore Tulsa, we start the show with the proper summer footwear.
Then a taste of the Caribbean.
Followed by some real soccer action.
Plus making the guys look good.
Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. We are very excited to have you back with us for this week's Explore Tulsa.
And it's also pretty awesome to be kicking off summer this week, getting out for a jog, sweat running all over my body.
Oh, you're not making that sound very appealing. But I enjoy running too. What do you think the most important thing to know about running is, Stevie?
Having the right shoes. And new shoes, there's nothing better than running in new shoes.
And having the right shoe for you is very important too. And Fleet Feet has just opened a brand new store in Broken Arrow's Rose District.
We're both big runners. We're really involved in the running community when we moved back to Tulsa. So loved running, loved the sport, and we saw an opportunity when we purchased Oklahoma Runner magazine. And we saw there was only one running store, and we said, let's open a Fleet Feet, and yeah, let's really assist the Tulsa running community, and let's take it to the next level. Before we opened the store, both Tim and I were in the corporate world for about 17 years. I was actually an IT professional, oil and gas, a software company, so no retail experience whatsoever. You know, as a runner, you think you know a lot, and then once you get in this business, you learn a lot more. And also too, it's not just about shoes anymore. It's about apparel, it's about essentials, it's about injury prevention, hydration. It's all those things that really add to the experience of being a runner.
Yeah, footwear has changed dramatically. I mean, shoes are very advanced right now. The materials are much lighter. A lot of innovation has occurred in the last 2 or 3 years. Shoes have gone from being very minimal, they had very little support, to now they're very lightweight, but a huge amount of cushioning. We were thinking about a possible location for a third store. We have a store downtown Tulsa. We have a store in kind of middle of Tulsa at Kings Point Village, you know, right by St. Francis Hospital. Broken Arrow was on our list of locations.
You know, we are super excited about being in the Rose District because there's a lot of energy and enthusiasm around this community.
I drove out here and I saw this building, and the building was atrocious looking. It was just an awful old savings and loan building, but you could see underneath the horrible veneer that it had great bones. So I just kind of knew, like, almost immediately that if we were going to do a store in Broken Arrow, it was going to be in this spot. It's almost 100 years old. It was built in 1918, and it's had a bunch of uses over its life. Most recently, before we did this renovation, it was a savings and loan.
I will tell anybody that having children is one thing, owning a business together is another. So, and I think one thing that Tim and I really worked on is we understand where our strengths and weaknesses are, and that is the key to being successful. Understand where you're strong and leverage those strengths, but also understand where you're weak and either let your spouse take up that weakness or go find somebody that can really help in that area. We've been doing training programs since we opened our doors, like I said, 12 years ago. Everything from the beginning runner. We have a big No Boundaries program that is a Learn to Run, Couch to 5K program. We have a lot of experience in teaching coaches, and then in turn, those coaches teach people how to run.
Oh, and we see all walks of life. You have people that they maybe had some high school athletic experience. Maybe it's a female that started a family, she's had a couple kids, and then she wants to get back in being active. That's a very typical profile for a person that comes in our store. And we have not only the gear, but we have the training programs that can help that kind of person get started and onto a path towards better fitness that might include running. Besides seeing our employees grow and succeed, that's the next biggest positive out of running this business, is seeing people that had no concept of a running store or a running specialty store walk through our doors. We talk to them about, I would say, a beginning training program like No Boundaries. They really do turn into a different person that they feel so confident about. And then they move on through the programs. And we've had, at this point, I would say it's dozens of people that started in a beginning running program that have now completed not one, not two, but say 10 marathons. It is phenomenal to see that. So it's really, we want to be an access point for a runner of any ability, but seeing those people that had never experienced the sport before develop a real true love for it and understand what it's all about is super rewarding.
Tim and Lori really care about their customers, and they know all kinds of great little tidbits to help you enjoy your run so much better.
And now with 3 locations, it's easier than ever before to start training with them. Visit FleetFeetTulsa.com to find the store nearest you.
Hey Trish, you know why some football players like to run backwards?
No, why?
Because they want to gain weight. Get it?
Oh, brother.
It's a little running joke.
Up next, we find the taste of the Caribbean right in our own backyard.
That can only mean that we're going to go to Sisserou's when we return with more Explore Tulsa. It's summer blockbuster season at Video Revolution.
And everything is way bigger at Video Rev. The TVs are huge and the savings are massive.
Come in now and see the world's largest 4K curved TV with its 88-inch screen.
Save big with 4K TVs, now more than $1,000 less than ever before.
Or save mega dollars on a 65-inch Toshiba 1080p LED HD TV.
Bring the biggest stars into your home this summer.
With Video Rev's summer blockbuster of savings.
Video Revolution on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stevie from Explore Tulsa with my friend and optometrist for many years, Dr. Robert Zellner. Tell everybody why it's so good to come in to see you.
Well, that's a great question. Let's see, we've got 2 great locations. We try to stay cutting edge at every point along the way because let's face it, everybody wants to come in and get taken care of in a timely fashion and get the latest, greatest stuff and save some money and get on with their life. And see clearly.
And if you don't believe it, look on the website.
Absolutely, drzellner.com. You can find that we have our 2 locations at 69th and Memorial and 3030 South Harvard, or you can give us a call at 749-2020 or 461-2020.
And I got 4 kids, and I got to tell you, as a big family like that, it's affordable too.
Oh yes, and of course, the number one reason, you save some money. I mean, with our 2-pair specials, with our different unique packages that we put together, I mean, you can come in here and your money can go a lot farther than anywhere else.
And that's why with Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates, seeing is believing.
Oh, I like that, Stevie. Well done.
Hello, and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa. Now, Stevie, have you ever been to the Caribbean?
No, I haven't, but I dream of those white sandy beaches, fruity cocktails, and delicious food. If only there were a place right here in Tulsa where we can enjoy all that.
Oh, that's exactly how the brother-sister team of Evan and Elena felt. So they opened Sisserou's restaurant in the Brady District.
You think that they'd let me sit out on their deck and sunbathe in my Speedo?
Why don't we just say no to that and just enjoy the fabulous food and drink that they offer?
Well, growing up with my sister was, I don't know, at first I was the pest. I used to pester her a lot when I was growing up, but then we grew into being very close. Actually, we were roommates in college for about 3 years, and then we did other things, and it was really a sad day whenever she had to leave and I was left to fend for myself.
But I basically left after school. I wanted to experience other places. I moved to San Francisco, moved to Miami, Florida, and actually that move to Miami was really to be closer to my culture. And my parents being from the Caribbean, I was able to still be an American, but be close to the food, be close to one hop, skip, jumping away from the islands. So that was a great experience as well.
Now, originally I had gotten into the restaurant business to maybe open a restaurant in the Caribbean. Because of my my passion towards the Caribbean, maybe caused me to want to live out there. Because I'd visit it from time to time. I thought I was actually going to open up an American restaurant in the Caribbean, actually.
My brother, who's my partner and my best friend, he's been in the restaurant industry since I can remember. He started, dishwashing and worked his way through into management. So I just told him, you can do this. I actually one year bought him books of how to start a restaurant for Christmas. That was his Christmas present, a library of books.
Males with some kind of machismo. Sometimes you think you can do it yourself, and so I worked in the business for a long time, and so I cracked them up, I guess, during the budgeting process of making up the business plan.
His wife, my sister-in-law, she knew that this was his dream too, so she just started writing a business plan. And we found this space. I don't know, she contacted a real estate agent and we found this awesome space. And it just kind of grew from there. It was just, this is where we need to be. This is what we need to do. And we kind of willed it to happen.
Well, like I said, the whole thing just, was based on the Caribbean concept. And so it really didn't take much to figure out exactly what we wanted to do. We had, we were pretty directed and pretty focused on the Caribbean.
So we really took some traditional family recipes and our appetizers, for instance, we have the crab backs. That's something really signature of our island of Dominica. So we took my mom's recipe and my brother pretty much made it to be what it is. So that's an example of something that, we just ate growing up, and to see people enjoy what we've been just immersed in our whole lives, it's just such a great experience.
It was most popular. Obviously, they started off with the ones they're most comfortable with, which are basically going to be the jerk chicken and Cuban. Then from there, they ventured out to different things, and one of the things that they liked a lot was the Jamaican beef patties, and then also the lobster thermidor, which isn't necessarily Caribbean, but it was brought over from the Europeans to the Caribbean.
Well, actually, my mom came up with the name. It's the name of the national bird of Dominica, and it's the Sisserou parrot. It's the only place in the world you can find this parrot. It lives in the tropical rainforest of Dominica, and it really spoke to what we're trying to be. The bird is beautiful, it's vibrant, it's colorful, it has if you can notice throughout the restaurant, all the colors are inspired by the bird itself.
For the bar items, I have to give a lot of the credit to our mixologist, Victor C. He does a wonderful job behind the bar, and he creates wonderful, delightful cocktails.
Oh yeah, don't forget about the cocktails. We love to have a good time, and it was really important that our drink menu really explored that part of the cuisine as well.
It really makes a big difference to me how the guests feel and so forth. And with me, we consider them not to be patients, we consider them guests in our home.
Actually, the biggest satisfaction I get is when I go around and talk to tables and I hear, we just got back from the Caribbean and this reminds me of our trip. Or we got married last year in Jamaica and we're here for our anniversary because we want to re-experience that. Like, that to me is really the joy of being here. We can offer that experience and be part of their memories. I really think that it makes it all worth it, and we want to be here for a long time.
I had the coconut shrimp as an appetizer, then the jerk chicken, left just enough room for some Sisserou's banana crepe souffle.
Wow, sounds like you had enough to feed everyone here. To see everything Eben and Elena have to offer for yourself, visit Cisserou'sRestaurantTulsa.com.
Ooh, after a meal like that, it'd be nice to get a little exercise in. Maybe go out and play some soccer.
Soccer is a great workout, and the ladies on the Tulsa Spirit probably know better than anyone else how much work it takes to stay on top of their game.
Well, so next up, we'll meet Coach Ali and Paul Dean, along with several of the ladies from the Tulsa Spirit when Explore Tulsa continues.
Hello, I'm John Erling with Voices of Oklahoma. Our great state has been home to countless individuals whose place in history has been earned through each of their many accomplishments. Voices of Oklahoma's mission is to preserve their story in an oral history presentation like none other. Accounts direct from famous Oklahomans, political figures, and many others who have left their indelible mark on the development, history, and future of Oklahoma. So please, treat yourself by listening to those who are the voices of Oklahoma.
Hello there. As always, we are very excited to have you with us for more Explore Tulsa. Soccer continues to be on the rise in the U.S.
That's right, and the action from the Women's World Cup has been amazing.
Trish, you play soccer, right?
Yeah, I do.
What position do you play?
Right midfielder.
Ooh, let's see your game face.
I'm not doing that.
Come on.
Grrr.
Maybe you were going to work on that a little bit and check in with the ladies of the elite team in T-Town, the members of the Tulsa Spirit.
This league is the biggest league in the world. Right now in our division we have 8 teams, and total in this league we have almost close to 80 teams. And we have one of the better teams that we had last 4 or 5 years. Almost 40%, maybe even more, 40% of the soccer players in the United States, they are women. And from this 40%, we don't pay enough attention to them. And as soon as college is over, everything is over for them. That's why this league started, and now we have a pro league that we are basically feeding our pro leagues.
One of the key things about playing in college is to stay in shape during the summer. So we have an advantage because of that, and coaches tend to send us players.
My biggest help was Paul Dean, that he's our assistant coach, and he's doing a great job with recruiting and talking to players.
I'd like to say I'm pretty good at recruiting. I pretty much don't take no for an answer, so I end up building strong relationships with their head coaches, and through that, the head coaches really push for the girls to play during the summertime. I'm very happy about this team. Like Coach said, it's probably one of the best teams that we've had in about 4 or 5 years. They're technically strong. This group can move the ball around really well. And I think they have the opportunity and the ability to put on a pretty good show. It's really important for younger players to have something to aspire to, and the more we expose the younger players to these type of girls and their universities and stuff, the more opportunities we create for them as well. The women's game has really taken off, I believe. The U.S. women's national team is one of the strongest in the world. And that's a huge plus because the men's side is in the middle of the pack and they're improving all the time. But for the women's side of things, they've always been one of the leaders.
I'm studying criminal justice, and I'm studying it because I want to make an impact in the world somehow, some way. I've always looked up to like the police officers and stuff, I guess, so it's just a dream that I've always had. I started playing in 7th grade, actually. I was a late bloomer. I introduced myself to it.
My dad was actually semi-pro, and he played for a little bit. And then, I don't know, I had this boy that I really liked, and he played soccer, so I was like, I really like him, I want to play soccer too. So I just started playing, and then I fell in love with this sport, and then just played ever since then, and just have always continued it.
Well, I come from a family of like 6. I have 5 other brothers and sisters, and so they were all into soccer. So I really started whenever I could walk, but I mean, I've been playing soccer since I was 4 years old.
My coach from NSC told me and my friend Lex about it. And so he told us we should come try out, and we just came and really liked the team and liked our coaches as well.
I wanted to see what it was like just to be on my own for a while, like just for the summer and just play soccer all summer, because it's what I love to do. So
I didn't want to be home all summer, and I wanted to experience somewhere new. I've never been to Tulsa before, so I thought this would be a pretty cool experience and to meet new people.
Definitely speed of play. You know, they work on just getting it off your feet quick, like one touches, don't play with the ball. Really just like pushing up, push the defense up.
Our formation's like a lot different, but I mean, they make us like focus on passing more and just like looking for the easier pass instead of like just like kicking it up. So, I mean, the ball movement, that's really what I've learned a lot here.
My favorite way of scoring for sure is the placement. So it's like a set piece, like they were to corner or something, you just lay it in the goal with like a touch of your foot or something so simple.
Any coach will tell you that. They've got a little bit of influence on the game, but players play the game, and you have to hope that you've trained well enough and they'll go out there and do what you want. And these girls have been fantastic. They've done a great job for us, and we're looking forward to finishing out the season strong.
Those girls were so much fun to hang out with. It's no wonder that Dr. Zellner's a big supporter of their team, but a couple of them did kick me with the ball while we were out there.
You probably deserved it. To find out when their next game is, look for Tulsa Spirit Football Club on Facebook for a full schedule and other details. Why are you looking at me like that?
Your hair, it's always so amazing looking. Mine is just like all over.
Well, the secret is having a stylist that you can trust to really take care of you and your hair.
I thought you just had a guy and told him, take a little off the top.
Oh no, you need to meet Justin at the Elephant in the Room. He'll fix you right up. Next, when we come back with Explore Tulsa.
Hi, I'm Rob Lowe, and I have DirecTV. And I'm peaked in high school, Rob Lowe, and I have cable. DirecTV is wireless, so you can put your TVs anywhere without having to look at those ugly wires and boxes in every room. Cable isn't wireless, but you just gotta put something in front of them. I'm still in awe of how great my TVs look, and I'm still captain of the team. Don't be like this me.
Get your DirecTV upgrade and custom installation today from Video Revolution, your official Tulsa area DirecTV connection.
Hi, I'm Bruce Johnson, General Manager of Main Event Entertainment in Tulsa, and you're watching Explore Tulsa.
If you're like me and you remember your first haircut being at a place where they still had a barber pole and a bunch of guys swapping old war stories, then you'll be so glad you stuck around for more Explore Tulsa.
Well, hairstylists, even for men, have come a long way since then, Stevie. And a former ORU baseball standout, Justin Moore, is giving all of his clients the VIP treatment.
So I actually grew up in San Diego, California, and we actually relocated in middle school and high school in Louisville, Kentucky. From Louisville, I came out here in 2001 to go to ORU, play baseball there. That was my first experience with Tulsa. I actually went to cosmetology school, learned to cut hair, but always loved business as well. So the idea actually was to open a salon and spa for women. Once I realized we had a ton of those, that switched over to open up a men's grooming lounge, offering services just for men, an environment geared towards guys, with the beverages and the ESPN and just a relaxed environment. But yeah, so that started transitioning over, and we've had the downtown location here for 3.5 years, and just did a bunch of research before that. There was more out there for men than just your barbershop or just the salon and spa, and in men's grooming lounges, there was more to it for men, and that's 5 years ago, when I decided to start planting the seed and the idea of opening a men's grooming lounge in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once we started our first establishment here 3.5 years ago and opening, I noticed that some guys that had traveled before, they'd experienced some shops up in New York and Chicago, and so they were somewhat familiar with the added services, the haircut experience, as I call it, or the shampoo experience. And some guys, it was new to them, so it was an educating process. So with that, the first time in, and we still do this, we're gonna give 2 free add-ons, paraffin hand treatment and essential oil scalp massage. A lot of guys haven't had that before, but it's an educating process, getting the word out there, getting the guys in, having them try something before they commit to anything, and get some feedback. And a lot of times they end up loving it, and they come back and they get those add-on services. So you can say our standard service, that comes with the hot towel and a face toner, is really pampering the guys. They really enjoy it. When we do our consultations, we want to determine exactly how much time they have to dedicate to their style. If they have a blow dryer, maybe the wife or girlfriend has, if they need something a little bit more simple and they're just going to towel dry out the door, we want to take note of that, and maybe it needs to go a little bit shorter. Maybe it's matching up with the right product. Let them know there is more out there than a gel or a wet look. So we're going to take that time and educate. We want them to duplicate that look and that style, and so that haircut with the needs of their lifestyle should relate and correspond accordingly. Well, I'd say we see all different styles. You see your traditional cuts, a lot of businessmen, so a lot of the parts, just a clean look up over the ears. But I'd say, some of the trends now, things go in and out, but I'd say the Mad Men look, if it's a hard part, cutting that part into their hairline, a very distinct look, polished look, and then you get some edgier stuff as well, but our clients range from, high school 18 all the way up into the 40s and 50s, and so we have a variety of different looks. I'd say with beards, you can get a little bit of both looks. You can say the mountain man look. A lot of time has to do with their profession. We're seeing more and more gentlemen are allowed to have a beard at work. But seeing a lot longer beards, they're learning how to groom their beards now. They're coming in, having someone professionally groom it for them. And so we're finding that ultimate goal that they want to reach, and it's helping them reach that step by step. And so it's a little more manageable, treating the skin underneath from exfoliating the skin, moisturizing the skin, and then treat the hair as well, whether it's a beard oil or a beard balm, to make sure that hair is healthy and shiny. We do a lot of outreach programs with the Tulsa Boys Home, different organizations. We just did a cut-a-thon for 30 boys from the Tulsa Boys Home, had them out to our South location. All of our staff showed up, we fed them, did haircuts for them, and it was an awesome opportunity for us, and so we love doing things like that. So my goal with opening the room here in Tulsa was to create an environment where guys can come, relax, have like-minded conversations with the groom professionals and other patrons in the facility. And I feel we've reached that goal, and just continue to reach out. There's a lot of people in Tulsa, and so we definitely want to service everyone, grow and expand, and we just want to continue to do that. Create something that can be duplicated, and with our second location out south, that was the test there. Can we do 2 locations and keep going with that?
Yeah, I like that us men deserve a little pampering too.
To learn more or to schedule an appointment for yourself at Elephant in the Room, visit eitrlounge.com.
Think I should grow my mullet back?
That would be a no. Stick around, there's more Explore Tulsa just ahead.
Hi, Dr. Robert Zellner here. For over 20 years, I've offered affordable, convenient eye care in Tulsa. Right now, you can get 1 pair of glasses or contact lenses starting at just $99, or my 2-pair deal for $129. Hey, and as always, the eye exam's included. Walk-ins are always welcome. Glasses are ready in about an hour. Plus, we have over 2,000 frames to choose from. We're open 7 days a week. Come see why we're voted Tulsa's best. And our drive-thru at 69th and Memorial makes pickup simple and easy. For the best eye care value in Tulsa, Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates.
At Video Revolution, our home entertainment experts have been designing custom home theater solutions for both in and outdoor use for over 30 years. From flat panel LED TVs to 4K projector systems, the top name brands are here at Video Revolution. That same electronic expertise we also apply to our business communications network, from boardroom automation to video wall presentations. Video Revolution, Tulsa's headquarters for the best selection and installation of cutting-edge technology.
Hey, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Carla.
And we're Grog's Green Barn. And you're watching Explore Tulsa.
Be sure and join us next week when we meet former OU tight end Darren Berryhill and learn all about Berryhill ornamental steel.
Special thanks to Tim and Lori. Good luck with your new Fleet Feet location in Broken Arrows Rose District.
Well, thanks too to Eben and Elena for bringing us Caribbean cuisine at Sisserou's. And thanks to Coach Ali and the entire Tulsa Spirit soccer team for keeping the action on the field so exciting.
And to Justin Moore for introducing the men of Tulsa to style sense at the Elephant in the Room Men's Grooming Lounge.
Remember, if you miss any of the show, you can always catch us at exploretulsa.com.
As always, each week we feature the people, places, and attractions that make us proud to call Tulsa our home.
Hey, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Share with us someone you think Tulsa should know more about.
Plus, remember, Explore Tulsa is brought to you by Video Revolution, located on the northwest corner of 71st and Lewis.
Stop by, say hello to Ron and all the guys for your home entertainment needs.
And Explore Tulsa is also proudly brought to you by Dr. Robert Zollner and Associates.
Home of the 2-pair for $129 deal with 2 locations, 3030 South Harvard and 69th and Memorial.
Well, that's all the time we have for you on this week's show, but we'll see you next week right here on Explore Tulsa.